The voice from within. There's a voice inside every one of us. A voice that whispers when no one's around. It says, "You can't do this." It questions your worth, your talent, your ability. And the sad truth is, most people spend their entire lives listening to that voice. That voice is called self-doubt. But I'm here to tell you, that voice doesn't define you. It's just an echo of fear. And the moment you start questioning it, the moment you stand up and say, "No, I am more than my doubt," that's the moment your life begins to change. Because self-doubt is not a wall, it's a door. And the key to unlocking it is belief. Belief in yourself. Belief that you are enough, even when your past tries to tell you otherwise. Belief that you are destined for more, even when the world tries to convince you to play small. The root of doubt. Let's be honest. Doubt doesn't come from nowhere. It's built from experiences, from words, from failures we never fully healed from. Maybe someone told you as a child that you'd never make it. Maybe you failed once, and ever since that day, you've carried the weight of that memory. You've replayed it so many times that it became your truth. But let me ask you, how long will you let one moment define your whole story? How long will you let one failure tell you who you are? Because that's not truth, that's trauma dressed as logic. You've been measuring your potential through the lens of your past, when your past was only meant to prepare you, not to imprison you. The truth is, nobody starts confident. Nobody wakes up one day fearless and ready. Confidence is built. It's shaped through repetition, through trying again and again, through realizing that failure doesn't mean you're not enough. It means you're growing. The battle within. Every single day you fight a silent battle within yourself. The part of you that believes you can, and the part of you that fears you can't. That's the battlefield of the mind. And the voice that wins is the one you listen to the most. So if you feed your doubt, it grows stronger. If you feed your faith, your confidence rises. It's a choice, every single day. Do you feed the voice of limitation, or the voice of liberation? Because here's the truth. Every great achievement began with belief. The Wright brothers believed humans could fly when the world laughed at them. Edison believed he could create light out of failure. Oprah believed her voice mattered when people told her it didn't. If they listened to their doubts, we wouldn't even know their names. The mirror test. Look in the mirror. Who do you see? Do you see your mistakes? Your scars? Your insecurities? Or do you see someone who survived everything meant to break them? You have been through storms that others couldn't handle. You faced rejection, heartbreak, loss, and yet you're still standing. That alone proves your strength. So why doubt yourself now? Every time you look in that mirror, you have two choices. You can look at your reflection and see what you lack. Or you can see what you've learned, what you've overcome, what you've become. You are not the person you used to be. You've grown. You've evolved. You've earned your place here. Say it with me. I am not my past. I am my progress. The fear of failing. Let's talk about fear. Because fear and doubt are twins. They show up together, whispering the same lies. What if you fail? What if you're not good enough? But what if you fly? What if the thing you're afraid of is exactly what sets you free? The truth is, fear will always be there, but courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move anyway. You'll never feel completely ready. You'll never feel 100% certain. But that's okay. Because growth lives in the unknown. When you step into uncertainty, that's where your power awakens. You begin to trust yourself. You realize that no matter what happens, you'll find a way. And even if you fail, you'll still be further than you were yesterday. The comparison trap. Another source of self-doubt is comparison. We scroll through social media. We see other people succeeding, and suddenly we question our own worth. But understand this. Comparison kills progress. Everyone's timeline is different. Your journey is not meant to look like theirs. The flower doesn't envy the tree. The sun doesn't compare itself to the moon. They both shine in their own time, in their own way. You're not behind. You're on your own path. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Your story is unfolding exactly how it's supposed to. The power of action. Action is the antidote to self-doubt. When you act, you silence the noise. When you move, you build momentum. Start small, take one step, one call, one move forward. Because once you start, confidence begins to grow, and every small victory adds up to something powerful. Remember, you don't need to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. That's how belief grows. Not in leaps, but in steps. Real stories of triumph. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman who dreamed of becoming a writer. She faced rejection after rejection. 12 publishers turned her down. They said her story wasn't good enough, but she believed anyway. She kept writing. And that woman was J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. There was a man who went bankrupt multiple times, slept in his car, and was told he'd never make it in comedy. He believed in his purpose, kept showing up, and that man was Jim Carrey. There was another man who was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. That man's name was Walt Disney. The lesson? Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. These people weren't fearless. They just refused to give their fear power. Building unshakable confidence. Confidence isn't a gift. It's a skill. And like every skill, it grows through practice. Speak kindly to yourself. Catch your negative thoughts before they grow roots. Replace I can't with I will learn. Replace I'm not enough with I'm becoming. Confidence is not pretending you're perfect. It's knowing you'll figure it out even when you're not. The transformation within. You see, overcoming self-doubt isn't about eliminating fear. It's about transforming it into faith. Faith in yourself. Faith that everything you've been through prepared you for this moment. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not unworthy. You are in progress, becoming stronger, wiser, more capable every day. Stop running from your doubt. Face it. Thank it. Because without it, you'd never know your strength. Step into your power. Today, I want you to remember this. You don't need anyone's permission to believe in yourself. You don't need validation to know your worth. You just need courage. The courage to take that first step, to keep going when it's hard, to trust that your light will shine when it's time. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand out. You were never meant to live in fear. You were born to rise above it. Self-doubt may whisper, but your purpose should roar. So from this moment forward, walk with confidence. Speak with power. Move with faith, because the only thing standing between who you are and who you want to be is the belief that you can. Final affirmations. Repeat after me. I am enough. I am capable. I trust myself. I release all fear and doubt. I am growing stronger every day. I am confident in my path and my purpose. I am becoming everything I was meant to be.